The biggest mistake of my life is when I lost 5. Oh, actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna tell you a few mistakes that I did out of my whole entire career. So there was this guy, and I was working like on my credit, and literally, you know, this guy literally scammed me like crazy. So he basically lied to me, and he was like, yeah, man, I got you. Like, we're gonna help you out with this credit thing, and you know, it's just gonna be a few $1,000s. And I'm gonna be able to get you to that 800 credit score. You know, my credit score was like low 700s, and I was like, all right, dude, you know what? Let's do it. And you know, obviously taking a risk, because I'm a risk taker. That's just the way I roll. It's the way that I've always been. And I gave this guy $5,000, literally $5,000. And this guy literally had it wired. So around that time, I was like, all right, you know, I trust the guy. And I was like, let me give it a shot. It doesn't hurt to try, right? And literally, man, freaking 3 months, 4 months down the road, and supposedly, you know, because credit takes like 30 to 45 days to like update and all that. So literally, 3 to 4 months later, I'm still waiting, and my credit score is still like around the same. It's going up a little bit, obviously, because I'm paying off my stuff, my credit cards, etc., paying them every month, and using them, paying it off every month, and whatever. And you know, my credit score is just like around the same ratio, a little bit up, a little bit down. So literally, man, $5,000 literally just lost like one of these, 2 of these, and like just like that, just instant. And the guy scammed me out. I was so upset. I was like, damn, like this guy really was very hungry for $5,000, just like that. And that was one of the mistakes I ever did. It was listening to the wrong person and you know, get all fired up on hype and literally lost my money. But I couldn't do anything about it because it was wired. I was like, damn, well, I just kind of like, you know, signed consent to the bank that they're not responsible for the money, and just lost my money there. Another big mistake was when I lost $5,000 with Forex. It was about like 5 and change, almost close to 6. But you know, just over the time, I think like within like the first like 2-3 months or something, I was like over leveraging and I was trading. I let my emotions kick to me, and I lost like close to $6,000. Just wiped out in money. I was so upset. I was like, damn, like I worked so hard and you know, just lost that like nothing. But over the time, they'll just start to grow and build, and you know, a lot of money just got made after that loss. Something I want to tell you is small setbacks are the biggest fears of outcomes that, you know, life tests you to see if you really have whatever it takes. They're just small setbacks to see if you really have the balls to really keep going and fighting through those moments. Another thing too is, you know, when I was literally had my first car, I was like 15, 16, and I bought my first car. My parents was telling me, no, don't do it. You know, you're gonna lose a lot of money, you're gonna pay a lot of money on interest because you have no credit, none of that crap, right? But I was so like hard-headed, I wanted to tell my parents, like, no, like I got this, like, you know, $300 or $400 is nothing to me. I was working a job around the time, so I was like, yeah, and I was calculating the hours, how many hours I had to work throughout the week, and I was telling myself, all right, you know, if I work, you know, 60 hours a week, 2 jobs, 3 jobs at the same time, I'll be able to pay my car off, whatever, every month, and I won't have a problem. You know, that was a broke mindset before, you know, thinking that I had to work so many hours just to profit and pay my car and live paycheck to paycheck just to pay my car. It was such a dumbass car too. It was a freaking a Mazda 6, like speed, and I was like, hell yeah, I felt so cool in my car. And yeah, I took a loss on that. Literally lost so much money, got ass raped with interest. Like my interest was so sky high, and just giving money to the banks like nothing, never even pay the car. Like the money that I would pay every month would never go to the car. I would literally like move just like a small percentage of it. But it's just crazy. I've taken L's on top of L's throughout my life. Another one, let's see, what was another one? So I got scammed already by some guy, lost a freaking car, I lost money. Oh shit, another one, man. So moving around town to town, you know, I've had times where in entrepreneurship, like this is stuff that nobody talks about. This is stuff that nobody talks about, and nobody wants you to know. But I'm a real deal. Like I'm about being real to the point. But you know, the moment of knowing that you will take the risk and risk everything you got to become successful, to grow as a person. You know, living, you know, every month on a certain amount of money you can only spend. investing all your money into your businesses, investing all your money and literally going broke, having barely food on the table to eat every single day, and you know, struggling every month. You know, you have all this debt, and you have all this you know, stuff you have to pay off, and you still have your business running, and nobody knows the secrets. Nobody knows behind the scenes what you're doing. You know, but literally, you know, pawning my stuff, you know, and literally having my stuff on hold, you know, and just literally having that cash to live off of, and then paying that pawn back and paying all that interest rate and all that crap, right? But this is stuff that you take L's, man, like L's every single day that you don't know about. That people think that, oh, just because you have all this money, you have all this cars, just have all this money and, you know, nice stuff, doesn't mean that you see the other side of that person, or you see the other realness of that person, right? Just because you see somebody have what you want, it doesn't mean that, you know, you don't know what that person is going through, what they have to do, or what they had to lose, or, you know, what exactly they did to get to that level. But it's just these things that, like, maybe, you know, people should actually understand and see every single day. Just because, you know, you see successful people, there's things that you don't know, right? There's other things in other parts of life that you actually don't see and know about. But you know, I just really thought that I could actually bring that out, just because some people just, you know, they live and feed off of, oh, well, they see so much success and cash and money and cars and houses and places, etc. You know, but you don't see the other side of that person. But another thing too is, hey, let me throw the positive. I'm moving from Orlando, so I'm getting a place in Miami, condo / penthouse. Really excited, really excited for this move. I really want to expand my businesses to the next level, and I feel like here I was getting like right here, but I couldn't break that barrier, and I'm really trying to break that barrier of success. Like, I'm trying to be over here, right? So how do you do that? You know, my tips to you is surround yourself with the right people, move, you know, and don't be afraid to take risks. You know, a lot of my family members, my friends have always told me, oh, Berto, you're crazy. Like, what are you gonna spend, you know, $4,000, $5,000 on rent or a house or just to live off of every month, whatever, when you can be using that money towards something else? You see, this is a big factor. People don't see the vision. You gotta understand, not everybody's gonna see your vision. Not everybody's gonna see, you know, what you need to do or what you want, right? Your vision. Not everybody's gonna understand what you're doing behind the scenes, right? So, you know, what I want to tell you is, don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do something or you shouldn't do something because they gave up on their dreams. Believe in yourself, right? Believe in your heart, and don't let anybody stop you and tell you that you cannot do anything in your life or that you shouldn't do something, right? Because they gave up on themselves. Always believe in yourself, man. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because once you start feeding back into that, you're gonna start to use that energy of people, negative energy, back into your life where you're not gonna get anywhere. You feed off of that as a positive. You show those people wrong. You show those people, you know, when they told you they couldn't do it or you couldn't do it, or, you know, when you were becoming successful, you weren't gonna do anything with your life. You just prove them wrong, man. Just prove them wrong. You know, let your success speak for itself. But yeah, man, just some nugs, man. Just some nugs that I wanted to share with you on how real life is, you know, behind the entrepreneurship, behind what you really see between successful people and what you see behind the scenes. But other than that, I'll see you guys in Miami.
Dime donde quiera que le llegue. Yo sé que tú hace tiempo estás puesta pa' mí. Envío una foto, dime que hay pa' mí.